If you've been watching the housing market again and thinking to yourself, maybe this is the year I buy, but I'm just not sure. Well, this video's for you, and you're not alone. A lot of people over the last few years have been putting off buying, and for good reason. The economy seemed uncertain, we had no idea what would happen with tariffs, and prices seemed to be falling. But like most things in life, the initial fear has worn off, the world didn't end, and real estate prices didn't come crumbling down. Now don't get me wrong, they have corrected, and so maybe waiting was a good idea. But if buying a home is something that you truly want to do, the question you should be asking yourself is, am I actually ready to do that? In this video, we talk about how to answer that without pressure and without trying to time the market perfectly. For years, the conversation was all around timing. You heard things like buy now or be priced out. And then it was wait for the crash so you don't buy at the top. And then there was jump in before rates go up again. In truth, none of these things should really have a major impact on your decisions. What always matters is it the right time for you? Period. And 2026 is a different kind of market. It's not 2022 like the peak, and it's not like 2025 where there was so much uncertainty people didn't know what was going to happen. Rates are pretty stable right now. It's not the peak like I mentioned. Is it the bottom? Maybe. But is it going to plummet down around us over the next 12 months? Unlikely. And again, this shouldn't be about timing the exact bottom. Nobody can really time a top or a bottom of a market, and those that do get lucky. This is about knowing whether buying makes sense for you in your life with your numbers and your life situation and your stress tolerance. The first question is financial, but it may not be what you expect. It's not what's the maximum I'm approved for. It should be what monthly payment feels comfortable if my life gets more expensive. Buyers who are moving forward right now are leaving room in their budget. They're planning for higher taxes, utilities, and maintenance. And they're not stretching just to say that they own something or keep up with the Joneses. If buying only works on paper when everything goes right, I wouldn't say you're ready yet. And that's okay. There are things you can do to get ready. The second question is around lifestyle. Ask yourself, is my job stable enough for the next few years? And I know nothing's guaranteed, but you should have a pretty good read on your situation. Have I decided where I want to live? And would owning a home actually make my life easier or more stressful? Is it going to add value to your life? When I purchased my home in 2024, it was because my family was growing and we wanted more space. And you know what? The value has probably gone down a little bit since then. And that's okay because my family is happy here and we're going to be here for a while. So in the end, the temporary fluctuation just won't matter. Buying a home is a long-term decision. So if there's a lot of change coming into your life, continuing to rent isn't a failure, it's being smart. Get rid of the pressure that you have to own a home just to be successful. The next part gets overlooked, and it matters more than most people want to admit. Can you handle the roller coaster of going through the process of buying a home? And that includes seeing listings come and then go, maybe losing out on some that felt like they were the right ones, and then there's walking away from ones that aren't the right ones. When buying a home, emotional discipline is a big advantage. The buyers who do the best aren't necessarily the most aggressive, they're the most grounded. And here's something I want to reiterate. If you're not ready, that's okay. You're not missing out. Watching the market is part of the process and where most people start. Learning about what you like, what you can afford, and what you won't compromise on, that's all preparation for the real thing. And if you are curious about what the next steps to looking online after, there's a video linked above, below, or at the end that you can click on to find out more. I'm having a lot of these conversations right now, and generally the people that are moving forward are financially stable, emotionally patient, and flexible on timing and outcome. They're not rushing, they're positioning themselves to win. And that's why they tend to make better decisions. And honestly, having a good team, a realtor, and a mortgage broker on your side to help you navigate through these decisions is a huge part of it. And if you're unsure where you fall on the spectrum, that's okay. That's the perfect place to start. Sometimes it just takes walking through the numbers and your situation with someone who understands the broader picture to help get clarity.